Time to find out my personal method to get 50 normal heroes in 10 days.
7K Dreamer Plays.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So back on 4th July when Mythical Awakening happened, I literally used up 100 heroes which were inclusive of normal and special heroes, rice cakes and power-up crystals for the mythical power-up of both Shane and Dylan's. So moving forward, I prioritize all my efforts to gather as many 6-star normal heroes as I can in preparation for the next Mythical Awakening. So here are 31 5-star fusions which I have gathered, and how did I even get so many 5 stars to begin with? Well, the first way was to use my 4-star fusions which I have hoarded for a long time to get a couple of 5 stars. The next thing was to prepare these 5 stars and power them up. So that's where my auto power-up settings came into play. Setting them like this would mean if I had 6 5-star heroes, the game would prioritize powering them up with all sorts of 1-star to 4-star heroes. So yes, the cost for this process is not low at all, because if you constantly farm in 610 and 45, then the low ranking fodder you get will be used, and this can cost you up to hundreds of thousands of gold just for a couple of 5-star heroes. But it is very convenient. So if you want to prioritize your goal in other areas, you can choose to only power up 3-star heroes. Make sure you have a lot of 3-star heroes if you want this method to work. So you can get them from your Castle Rush points as well as your Celestial Tower shop. Then fuse the 3-star heroes to get new 4 stars. Level these 4-star heroes to level 40 and then turn on this power up option for 5-star and go into adventure again. So by doing this, you actually let the game do the power up for you instead of you having to manually go to each 5-star hero and do the manual power up. So you might think that you can even use 5-star heroes to power up 5-star heroes. I mean, of course you could, but why would you want to do that and waste all the potential fusions to get your 6-star? So in the current situation, it is better if you use lower ranking heroes to power up the 5 stars. So let's see how many 6-star heroes I have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, whoops, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. And this includes the weekly quest completion, which gives you 1 6-star hero. I have so far only collected 1 monthly quest reward, so that means I have another one waiting for me to collect. So that means another 6-star for me. And also I have purchased 5 to 6-star hero tickets from the Celestial Tower shop, which will no longer be around if you are watching this video after August. I'll be honest, the rates are not very good. Out of these 36 times which I've bought, I probably only got about 3 6-star heroes. Of course, you can also get 6-star hero tickets from Castle Rush, but they are very costly, and even after 10 days, I have only accumulated enough to afford 2 tickets. So remember the tip I gave you guys in the Mythical Dylan's video, and that is to use your Finas to transcend any of these normal heroes before you sacrifice them in order to get some topaz out of them. Otherwise, your Finas will have no potential use and clog up your inventory. Some of you have also asked me whether it is better to rank up 5-star heroes or do fusions with them. Of course, if you do fusions, you will get a lot less 6-star because you're essentially halving your hero quantity, but fusions are free and you can actually save 5-star elements in this case to rank up special heroes, which you can sell for a lot of gold and soul essences. If you decide to rank up your normal heroes with elements to get a whole bunch of 6 stars, not only are you using up a lot of resources, but in my opinion kind of delaying your possible progress since you are spending more than you are earning. But I think choosing to rank up light heroes is still fine because there are no light special heroes currently, so that is definitely an okay choice. But saving the fire, dark, water elements for special heroes and for future special heroes is very important, and I think you don't want to deplete all those resources. If you have any more tips and suggestions to get 6-star heroes fast, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I hope this little video will help you prepare for the next Mythical Awakening. And if it did, do give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be coming up with so many new guides when the August update hits. I think the 18th July update will just introduce some of the new changes, such as the item strengthening system revamp. And stay tuned for that, I will try to go through it in a video separately. Okay? Thank you so much and see you!